I'm Coach Miller, and welcome to All Marine Fighter. The message has come out that Clarissa Shields wants to fight Keith, one-time Thurman. And I have to tell you, make it happen. Please, 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 please make this happen. Our society needs this to happen. The madness that's going on in our society between and about men and women. We need this to happen. And you know what? I know the truth. A lot of other people know the truth, especially those of us who are in combat sports, okay? We know the difference between men and women. I know. But apparently, our society has been watching too many Chinese movies where women are walking on air, kicking dudes across the field. And then, you've got the Marvel movies with these chicks and these superheroes kicking dudes and beating up guys. Apparently, our society seems to think that that's actually real. So, we need something like this because there's little doubt that Clarissa Shields is the best female boxer right now. By far. There's no one that can even take her on that challenge just yet anyways. But there's pretty much no argument that she is the best female fighter. Now, Keith, one-time Thurman, is not even one of the best male fighters, okay? He is, at best, at this moment, substandard. Now, was he a champion before? Yeah, he was. Was he a two-belt champion? Yes, he was. But he's easily gotten beaten after that. And he's really tapered down because he lost his fire, it seemed. He really got lazy, and that's why he lost his belts in the first place. But I think it's funny that Clarissa Shields will even call Thurman out. I have to tell you that the reason why I believe that we need this to happen is because this is going to shut all the feminists up. This is going to bring some reality back to our culture that seems to have forgotten that there are differences between men and women. And look, just because you're different doesn't mean you're inferior or whatever. We each serve different roles. We each have different strengths. Men are bigger, better, faster than women in every single sport. They want to talk about tennis. Well, men dominate tennis. That's hilarious, by the way, when they try to do the male-female against male-female. The guy, just as soon as he got the serve, he just kept serving to the female side. And she's just not fast enough. Her reflexes aren't good enough. And sorry, women, your reflexes aren't as good as ours. That's just how it is. And guess what? You're sure not as strong. Does that make you inferior? Physically, yes. But not in your value. You have a specific value that's placed upon you for other reasons, okay? We have different roles that we fulfill in society. But back to Clarissa Shields. Now, she is by far the best female boxer. And Keith Thurman is not even a, higher tier boxer. At best, at this moment, he's a journeyman, okay? Trying to get his name back into being relevant. I gotta say, let's make this happen. Our society needs this. When this whole discussion about men and women and sports and equal pay and all these other things that were going on, I knew it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before this was going to start crossing over into combat sports. But you know what? Combat sports is where you start separating and starting to figure out what the real truth is. And this is why they try to keep it on the down low for so long. People trying to push this stupid agenda. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, female boxing has come a long way. And I think Clarissa Shields, she's a pretty good boxer. She won 2 Olympic gold medals, okay? And she's undisputed in 2 divisions for females. Mind you, but the female competition's not that good, okay? So let's not, but she's too high on herself. She's forgetting that female boxing is not actually that good. In fact, probably above 80%, if not 90% of female fighters are garbage, okay? Sorry, we all know this. That's why, come on, just be honest. But that, 15% the female fighters that are good are actually really, really good. I would say that Clarissa Shields is pretty good, okay, for being a woman. Not a problem, right? But she does not compare to a man, okay? All it takes is a substandard male fighter. I could grab some straight bum of a professional fighter, okay? He could be 5 and 50, okay? There's lots of those tin cans running around in the professional ranks. Grab one of those dudes and let him hit her, same weight class, okay? Same weight class, hit her. He'll knock her out. Why? Because we generate more power. That's because we're men, okay? But you know what? Like I said, we need this. We need this conversation to take, or we need this conversation and this fight to take place to bring some sensibility back and knock her down a few pegs and not say such stupid, ridiculous things. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was on the All Marine Corps boxing team, we had the female team and the male team. Now, after I left the team, I think the female team went away for a little bit because it wasn't an Olympic sport yet, and then I think they might have brought the female team back. I'm not totally sure on that. But when I was there, we had some pretty good female fighters. Some of them were kind of, they're okay. But we had one. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I think her last name was Kelly. Or it might have been her first name. We weren't used to calling each other by our first name, so her last name might have been Kelly. Well, anyways, national competitor. She was really good. I mean, technique-wise, really, really good, okay? For a female boxer. And really that's what separates the female boxers. You'll see when I say the 10-15%, they're really good. Like their technique is super crisp and everything and just really good, okay? But most of the other female fighters are they're like your tin can style fighters. They're just really lazy with their technique, this and that. I mean, it's really bad. But anyways, she was extremely good and a nationals competitor. I mean, ranked in the top 10 for, females. Even in all that, there was no conversation that I could ever remember, okay, and I was on the team for a little while, that she ever bowed up and wanted to take on any one of the men. She was a really good fighter, but we all knew the truth. And see, in the Marine Corps, in the military, contrary to, civilians trying to, feminize the military and make us a little softer, okay, a lot softer, in the military, we know what the truth is. Men are bigger, better, faster, okay? That's just how it is. Women can't carry the packs like we can. Women can't fight like we can. Any average man can always outpower the strongest female. I mean, it's just how it is, okay? So that conversation never took place on the All Marine Corps boxing team, especially with this gal. She was a sweet gal, okay? Nothing wrong with her. I liked her. We were friends, okay? But that conversation never took place because we all knew the truth. Now, we have to place this in the right kind of mindset, okay? Most, probably 99% of female fighters don't say these goofy, stupid type of things and challenging men, okay? And thinking that they can even compete with us men, okay? What probably happened is Clarissa Shields and Keith Thurman probably had a going back and forth in the gym or something, or some type of relation, because she picked him out specifically. And so they probably had something going on before. And so that's probably actually what happened. But look, 99% of women don't say those stupid things, okay? Because they know the difference. Sometimes we have to spar our female counterparts, and they know the truth about the difference between men and women, okay? It's those 1% that do very well at the female rankings or female tournaments or whatever else, and then all of a sudden they come back super proud and they think that they can actually take and beat up men. I actually have another video I'm going to make, and a story that happened with me in an instance with a female fighter, a nationally ranked fighter. I'll make a video about that later on. But it's usually those. Clarissa Shields, 2-time gold medalist, doing very well on the female fight side for boxing. Well, you're still not as strong as a male. And if you get in the ring with Keith one-time Thurman and he even hits you with an inkling of power, you're going to sleep, Clarissa. you're going to sleep. And I say, please let this happen so our society can finally see how stupid they are. And let's get back to reality. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. And of course, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button, okay? Until next time, stay motivated.